Oscar De La Hoya says, name one boxing promoter or MMA promoter who understands what it's like to grow up with nothing, win 235 amateur fights, plus a gold medal in Olympics, and go on to win 10 world titles in 6 divisions. He basically said, name another person that's done exactly what I have done. Like, I don't understand this. I think I'll get into what I think about it in a minute, but this right here is just, who cares? You know, first of all, he started off with grow up with nothing. That's subjective, right? Because honestly, Oscar, there's people that have grown up with less than you and that will look at you and say that you're privileged. So it's all a spectrum when it comes to, I've grown up with nothing, moving on from that, you got promoters out there like Bob Arum that's been in boxing forever. You got promoters out there like, Eddie Hearn that's, doing his thing right now. He's a big time getting some fights done. Then you got guys on the other side of the pond in MMA like Dana White, who's been, kicking ass, and MMA is more popping than boxing right now. MMA has been doing its thing the last 30 years or so, okay? Dana White has been doing his thing, promoting the sport of the UFC and, or the sport of MMA and his promotion, the UFC, rather. With that said, what do I think about Oscar even bringing this up? I think he wants more respect. I think Oscar De La Hoya wants more respect. I think he's earned the respect as well. I think what he's done here, look at this. 235 amateur fights, a gold medal in the Olympics, and win 10 world titles in 6 divisions. You know how much discipline it takes to accomplish those things? You know how much drive and focus and all those words that you could think of that David Goggins would be described as, right? All those words. It takes a motherfucker to be able to do that, man. And props to Oscar De La Hoya. He did that, and then he went on to promote some big fights too. He had Canelo Alvarez under him and things of that nature. But I think he's tarnished his legacy with some certain things. But the cross-dressing thing, who gives a fuck? Who gives a fuck what the guy wants to do? You know what I mean? Hey, listen, if the guy can do all this, let him have some fun, man. Let him, put a wig on and bug out for an hour or two. What's the problem? He ain't hurting nobody. You know what I'm saying? He ain't hurting nobody. So that's my take on that. I think that hurt him. I think the cocaine, a lot of these things, the feud with Dana White, where Dana White's, blasting him and stuff, a lot of these things hurt Oscar De La Hoya's image, and it skews the narrative. It changes the narrative of who Oscar De La Hoya is. People, and this is what this post is about. It's about reminding people, guys, I can't post a picture of me and my family on Instagram because I got some clown trolling me in the comments. Guys, I have 235 amateur fights. I'm a gold medal in the Olympics, 10 world titles in 6 divisions. Like, I have accomplished a lot, guys, in this sport. I'm an accomplished guy. I should be respected. And that's what this post is about. This post is about Oscar De La Hoya wanting his respect, reminding people who he is, and things like that. I believe we should give it to him. I've always given it to him. And I believe most people deserve respect. I believe inherently everyone deserves respect off face value, because it's the who treat people as you would like to be treated. However, if people get crazy and they act in a way that doesn't deserve respect, and they're hurting people and they're this, that, and the third, then okay. Has Oscar done that? Has Oscar crossed that line? No, I don't think so. I don't think him chilling with strippers while dressed as a stripper is like something to dog the guy out for. Like, that makes him a bad person. You know what I mean? I think there's plenty of people out there that have been caught doing much worse. Violence, domestic violence, all things like that. And they haven't receive the same level of ridicule as an Oscar De La Hoya. So that's my take on that. We went all over the board, but if you tuned in, hopefully you had a good time listening to that. Let me know what you think in the comment section below. If you agree, disagree, it does not matter. Just join the discussion and please follow for more. Thank you. You are appreciated.